The reason you feel that you're wasting time by doing content is because you're doing it manually. If you're a business owner, you don't have time to go posting every day, creating new content, tips, value, advice. You need a way to streamline. You need a system that turns everything you know or everything you want to convey to your clients and customers into valuable content that really move people into action. Here you can see my short format content creator working live for me, creating a new piece of content. I'm going to put a prompt very simple based on the question that he's asking me. And just like that, based on the master prompt formula, he's going to start creating a short format content that is now ready to record in just minutes. This script style that comes with captions, hashtag, and everything needed to start posting is based on a master prompt formula that is drawing from my own brand voice. And now with this tool, I can create as many content as I want, just ready to record. In this video, you're going to learn how to build this system, a short format scripter inside any kind of LLM. It can be Gemini, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, whatever you like to use. We're going to build this as a business tool that produces revenue-ready, short-form scripts on demand. You don't have time to start making brainstorms, chasing trends, or reviewing virality on TikTok, Instagram, or any other social media. You need to build your business. That's why you need this system. It will give you a repeatable output that sounds like you, positions your offer, and pulls the right people towards your business. When your prompt is structured correctly, it becomes a reusable AI employee. It follows your rules, it keeps your tone, uses your framework. It outputs the same deliverables every time. This system will give you a short format script and a high virality caption to go with it. This is not a creator workflow. This is business infrastructure. So let's make a little sense about this. This prompt is built on top of two frameworks. The blueprint formula, which logs the role, the task, the voice, and the structure, and the wizard formula, which turns the structure into a dynamic staged system that asks and reacts according to your inputs. By the way, if you want to learn more about those two systems and start learning for real about the basics of prompt engineering, I made a spectacular video that you can find on my channel. Now, here's a clear way to understand how this works. So the prompt system has two blocks. The first one is the rules, and the second one is the execution. On the first block, you have the rules. This is the rules book that is going to protect your quality. Here, you're going to put stuff like no meta commentary, like always reference the source elements or source knowledge bases and documents. You're going to force the LLM to make a live web search for keywords or for latest trends. You're going to tell it no hallucinating and no inventing stuff just to fill out your gaps. And you're going to tell it that always delivering a canvas for you to easily edit your final output. Then comes the second block, the execution. This is your production line. It's where everything is going to happen. In your second block, you're going to find three easy steps to follow. Number one, the input. This is where you ask the user what the content is going to be about. What's the URL, the trend, or the source that you want to use as a base for your short format. This is very important. You gotta wait for the user response. So the LLM always waits for you to give it the URL, the topic that you want to talk about in your short format content. Step two, the blueprint execution. This is where you're going to make the system turn that anchor into outputs. This is where you're locking some specific levers for your content. So the first one is the role. Who is the AI? It is a short format script expert. The second is the output structure that you want and how it must deliver it. The third lever is the protocol. How is it going to behave? You can put English only or any other language. You can say what's the voice, and you can tell it that it always has to be grounded in the knowledge-based document that you gave it. Next is the logic. How is it going to write? For short format content, hooks, promises, values, solution, and CTA. The next level should be your brand voice. How is it going to sound? What is your rhythm, your confidence? What is your style? This can come from your personal brand voice knowledge base. And finally, you're going to set it up for virality. You're going to tell it that it must use first and second hooks, an unique benefit inside of the message, and one clear action or CTA. On the second block, the final step is the delivery. Only in Canvas, exact results, no extra text. That way, you have only your script and your final caption. When you build this correctly, content stops being a daily fight. You stop relying on inspiration and you stop paying attention to endless revisions. You stop outsourcing for your voice to someone who does not understand it. You type one input, your system returns a script and a caption that some brand speak to buyers and supports sales. Now you have control, speed, and profit. But wait, before you start building this, there is a really important step that you must take for this to work in a professional or commercial grade level. This short format scripted only performs really well if it is powered by the right knowledge bases. That is how you power your AI, the LLM, the gem, or the project that you're building into a real AI that understands your services. It turns a simple prompt into a real assistant. I made a follow-up video on how to build those knowledge bases using minutes, not in hours, that you will find really, really useful. If you want to learn how to build real AI tools like this, but for anything in your business, find a link for the AI Mastery Pro on the description. That one is really going to help you build any kind of tool you want for any part of your business. The AI revolution is here to stay, and you can take advantage of it just by learning the right principles that you really need, not by collecting thousands of prompts or downloading strange PDF that really don't teach you anything. Prompt engineering and context prompting are the two main tools that you need to be able to AI your business. I have much more to share with you. Subscribe to my channels at Solo Olmedo Creative. You can find me anywhere. And as I always say, reach out if you need help. Be good, be creative, and see you later.